Hi everyone. Hi. I'm back. How are you? I'm good too. So the first thing we're gonna get to is this show that premiered yesterday on ABC. It's called Sullivan Nation, and it was made by black people for black people. Nice. Yeah, I know. It was actually very interesting. Sterling K. Brown hosted it, and it was interesting because it was having our points of view about stuff in the country, and I've half the stuff that came up I didn't really think about it before in other people's views. Like, they brought up what happened at the Capitol, and they had one of the people that worked there, and he was like, I was genuinely terrified. Like, I had cuts and bruises everywhere, and I was like, that's kind of sad that you're literally just doing your job and people come in and overtake you and, like, hate you because you're black. Like, no. And there's one part that really stuck with me, so I'm gonna show that clip. I don't own any of the rights or anything, as y'all know. So, here it is.
In the South, I've been called that word. The word is a weapon. It's a weapon to inflict psychological damage. It's a word to inflict physical damage. You feel some kind of way about it once it's said to you.
Yeah, I know, right? That's wild. I never thought of it like that. And it's true. You hear somebody say that or somebody calls you that, you're gonna feel a kind of way. He was referring to, the N-word that we get called, which is very, very disrespectful and, hurtful. And it's based in, like, generations of trauma. So if anyone says it, they're just, they know what they're doing. They're just trying to get a rise out of you. So, I mean, it happens, like they said. But, But yeah, I'm excited to tune in for next week. The next thing I want to talk about is Texas and Mississippi are trying to open up to 100%, like no mask. All the businesses will open up to 100. And I just feel like that's kind of like a dumb move to do right now because the vaccines that are out, they're not really good right now. They're like causing people to be sick, and people are still getting sick from like COVID and other variations of COVID. So it's not a good time to open up to like 100%. So yeah, that's just what I think. I mean, they gonna do what they want. They should listen to the president, which, he says stay, safe, basically. And they're not doing it. So we'll see what happens with Texas. Alright. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo has allegedly been accused of sexual harassment with a bunch of his, assistants and just, like, other people that he's been caught with. And he made a statement, and he denies, like, ever being sexually, with anybody. But he also realized that he said he could have been, making people uncomfortable, and he's sorry. Let him just talk.
I now understand that I acted in a way that made people feel uncomfortable. It was unintentional, and I truly and deeply apologize for it.
Okay, y'all. Do y'all believe him? Because when I first heard that, I was like, it kind of just sounds like you're reading, and I'm not exactly sure what to believe right now. But the investigation is still ongoing, so there can't really be any, like, definitive answers on if he did or didn't do it until they're done with it. So, there's that. And the last thing I want to talk about is there are Dr. Seuss books that have been, the people have been saying that there's hurtful and racist messages in them. like hurtful and wrong imagery. And I read who read Dr. Seuss? Great. I know I did too. And I guess it was because I was younger, I didn't really understand and realize it. But I mean, I could kind of see, because I remember one specifically. I'm not exactly sure what the name was, but there was one when they had like stars on their stomach, and then they were like walking. I don't remember what that one was, but I feel like that kind of is just like, yeah, that's kind of bad. And there's 6 of them that are not going to be published anymore, and they are Mick Ellington's Pool, on Beyond Zebra, Scrambled Egg Supper, or Super, The Cat's Quizzer, If I Ran the Zoo, and To Think That I Saw It on Mulberry Street. So those 6 are not going to be published anymore. And I just feel like, yeah, I mean, if it has hurtful and wrong messages, it shouldn't really be out there. But I also feel like cancel culture is really, like, toxic and dumb. Because it's like, if they do something wrong and you know they did something wrong, then yeah, they should, lose all their sponsors and everything. But if you're going just based off of what someone said, then yeah. So that's kind of just like, people are so quick to jump on the cancel wagon and they don't really know the full story right away. But I'm not going to say too much about that one. And the last thing I have to say is, Kim and Kanye are officially getting a divorce. Like, she signed the papers, he signed. It's kind of like, that whole situation is just kind of confusing to me. But yeah, it is what they do. So best of luck to them. And yeah, that's all I have for today. And I'll see you all later. Bye.